Beans and welcome to another video. Yet again, a slightly different format today, as I will be narrating something completely different than what I'm actually doing on screen, but I figured showing the process of making this blouse is straightforward enough and doesn't need a ton of explanation, and also figured that looking at my talking head for an entire video wouldn't exactly be entertaining. So you may or may not know that there is a major event in the works for CosTube. After the success of last year's COVID, some of the wonderful people stuck their heads together and created another event for this year, the Costume Symposium, or COSY for short. And to build a little bit of a hype for that, as well as having a kind of Meet the Maker feature for COSY, or the makers who will be making stuff for COSY, the 21 questions tag was created, because 2021. So lean back and relax to the pretty pictures while I answer my 21 questions. P.S. There may be different versions of these 21 questions because there is a document that has 31 different questions for us to choose from. So yeah, it might be slightly different to that of other people's. So, 21 questions. My first one is, what is your favorite genre of costuming? I don't tend towards full-on costuming so much as more bounding, and there I tend towards characters rather than genres, I guess. Except maybe hobbits and witches. Hobbits and witches are, like, awesome, so yeah, hobbits and witches. Who do you look up to / who taught you your crafts? I'm entirely self-taught. Trial and error is my most favorite modus operandi when learning anything. But in terms of looking up to or wanting to make someone proud, it would definitely be my nan. Next one. Which of your projects are you proudest of? I'm not sure whether I'm proud as such of any project. Mostly I'm just proud that I A, start and B, finish a project. But my favorite one so far has to be my 2020 Stripey Challenge dress, because I completely drafted that from zero. And it was my first real sewing project. So I think that is my favorite project. I guess I am kind of proud of that. Next one. What project taught you the most? Being completely honest, my experience is still so little that every project is just a big learning curve. So it's kind of, everyone teaches me just a lot. Every time. It's fun. It kicks my ass, but it's fun. Drape, draft, or commercial pattern? Yes. As in, yeah, and any of those would wipe the floor. I'm not certain whether I've draped a pattern yet. I guess the yellow hobbit blouse that I made could be technically considered draping to a degree anyway. But yeah, there's Yeah. Yes. Are you team cut or team trace for pattern paper or pieces? Life is short and I am ruthless, so I cut. Pins or pattern weights? Weights, mostly my phone, or rulers, or scissors, or anything I've got heavy enough that's lying around. What fabrics are in an online shopping basket that you would like to buy? I don't tend to do that to myself, mostly because baskets refresh and empty themselves after a while, which is insanely frustrating. But a site that I regularly trawl is Ammo Threads, which is a dead stock site. And yeah, my heart regularly breaks when one of their fabrics goes out of stock because they're all so beautiful and I just don't have the storage capacity I'd need to buy all of what I want. So maybe that's a good thing. How many projects are lurking in your UFO bin? Currently only one, and that's one that was technically finished. The Ronja dress that I made for the Foundations Revealed contest is, I took her apart because I wanted to fix the back, and I still haven't figured out how to do that, so I've put her on the shelf again, which I'm not happy with because I like the dress and I like the color and I would like to wear it, but I still need to figure out how to get the back to not be wrinkly. Biggest sewing or crafting pet peeve? I don't have one in particular. It's rather in general, a general one. People getting up in other people's business uninvited. Don't do that. Don't be that person. It's rude and it's uncalled for and it's unnecessary. If someone asks for help, go for it, but be nice about it. Don't be condescending. It's not nice. What's your favorite tool to use? I really, really love my chalk marker wheels. Chalky things. Pens? I was using them again on the yellow blouse. They're fantastic. They are really good. Best sewing tool you ever invested in? A really good pair of handmade fabric scissors. I love them. They are fantastic. They are really nice to use, and they came with an option to engrave, so I did that too, and that's cool. So they are very personal, which is nice. Most satisfying technique? Rolled hems on linen. I love rolled hems on linen. They are just so nice. Do you pick a project and then procure materials, or collect materials and then let them speak to you? I have control issues and tend to plan everything months in advance and following that, also purchase my materials much earlier, so definitely first project then buy. Also has the advantage that I can kind of like keep my stash to a minimum because space is a prime commodity. What are your plans or goals moving forward? I really am oscillating between finding a definitive personal style that I stick with and just creating, i.e. sewing, a wardrobe that enables me to just dress like whatever I feel on that day, anything from 50s babe all the way to cosmic witch. So yeah, maybe some soul searching is in order on that. Scissors or rotary blade? Scissors, pretty much. Mostly because I don't have one of those self-healing cutting mats that's big enough or clean enough. So yeah, for now scissors, but I would like to try out a rotary blade at some point. Do you have any sewing assistants, in brackets, pets? I have 2 cats. A fluffy black one called Morgana, and a tortie with food addiction, going by the name of Siri, the one from The Witcher, not the iPhone one. Do you have any bad sewing habits? Probably. I mean, I don't know. Nobody has pointed anything out to me so far, and I am way too scared to sew over pins, so I don't know. Next one. Do you sew over pins or take them out as you go? Well, yes, see above. I'm way too chicken to sew over pins, so unless I'm sewing too quickly on the machine, 99.99% of the time I remove the pins. Machine sewing, barefoot, socks or shoes on the pedal. I mostly wear slippers around the house. And here, if you ever come to visit me, never walk into my house in shoes unless I explicitly tell you it's okay, otherwise there will be no dessert for you. But I never can pedal with slippers. I always socks or barefoot, depending on the temperature. And the last one is, do you put your pins in parallel to the seam line you are sewing, or do you pin perpendicular? Now, that kind of depends on what I'm sewing. I do both. If it's large pieces of fabric, I will use every pin I possess and pin that, especially when it's a gathered seam. I will just pin the living daylights out of it, perpendicular to the seam. If I'm sewing straps, especially narrow straps, I will go parallel. I've also heard that pinning parallel is best practice, but I'm me, i.e. the walking chaos, so we'll see. Right, now you know some sewing trivia about me. If you are waiting for a big reveal of the finished blouse, though, you will have to wait until the whole outfit is done, sometime in September. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you get notified when I upload, so you can see the other future videos in this project series. But for now, wherever you are, have a lovely day, thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video.